Hello, it's Chris and Derek working on doing some little minor things on the '69 Fury. Just an update. This is going to be shortest video, but or shorty video. We've done a bunch of little stuff that it's not worth filming really, because it's all boring and sometimes time consuming. Um, I put a temperature switch in here. That's where the original temperature sender went for the temperature gauge, the factory one. So I took that out, put a thermostat switch basically, and wired it to a relay, and that's going to control the fans. So the fans are going to come on when it's 175, something like that, and shut off when it goes down to 160. There's different. I just bought that off of Amazon. There was different temperatures you could get, but that was for the small 1/8 pipe threads. That's the only one I found. We've done that. Also put a proper temperature gauge in here. We put 3 gauges in there in the car, so oil, temperature, and voltage. We'll show you that right away. Basically what we've done under the hood, it's not, this is not a cheap car anymore. I had to split, well, after the paint was lots of money, but door locks, brand new door locks. People might think they're cheap. Well, door locks are cheap, but ignition. This is a 1-year only ignition key. This is the original one that came out of it. Found out that this isn't from this car. This is from some other Dodge, Plymouth, I'm not sure. It's a shorty. That's an original. That's a new one, NOS. I'm not sure. I paid through the nose for it. It was the only one I could find off of. I got it off of eBay. Even Rock Auto didn't have it. They had the tumbler, but I needed the whole thing because it didn't sit properly. The key didn't work very good. Plus, the key didn't match the door. So now I got this one key. It matches the door and the ignition, but it was just pricey. So that's just an easy slide in there. So that's perfect. That works. Actually, I'll just slide in there now.
Well, that and the other tumbler was just about to fall apart.
Yeah. It's the same plug. And the other one was butchered in there. It just, someone tied it up with wire, just steel wire, so the plug stayed on. This one actually has the clips for the plug, which is handy.
I think the other one is either an A or a B body.
Yeah. Might have to dig my hand in there more. It's in there. I don't have the... I'm not going to bother putting the plug on now. It's a pain in the butt. You have to put your hand through that hole. Also did a lot of work in here. Got all the light, took all this off, took all the switches out, cleaned them. Another time-consuming thing. The panel switch, if you've seen it, a Dodge one like that, it's basically a coil of wire on a ceramic, and the coil wire is sort of glued on the ceramic. Well, this one deglued itself and was flopping all over the place. So Derek went and put a little bit of JB Weld under there, set it in there. It works perfectly. All the lights work now. The dash lights, the turn signals. I had a problem with, we were having weird problems I had tail lights. The turn signals would work, but the brake light only worked on the passenger side. So we were thinking ground issue as usual, but ended up being this. There is something in there that, oh no, it was the plug. That's what it was. This was the plug underneath the dash for that. And this thing is so brittle that, now it's being, but you can see on this side, it's just so brittle from either the mice have been chewing on it or just the heat, because same thing with the dash on this thing, it was brittle, but all these wires were pulling out and not contacting. So we went out to our local wrecking yard and found, this is from an older car, but it was the exact same thing. And we also found the horn wouldn't work, the turn signal. That's right, the turn signal. There's something wrong with the turn signal. You push on it, and then you get brake lights. So it was weird. So it was in here. So we replaced the whole thing. Now it works fine. The only thing is, I'm rambling on, but we replaced the steering wheel. This is the original steering wheel. And this one's from a 70, I believe.
70 or 71?
71 Fury. It fit. We just had to trim it a little on the back. Just ground down that, and it works perfectly. No cracks.
No.
Roughly, it's blue, so the only issue is these horn buttons. They do not work. I took them all apart, and it's all like dry rotted in there, so I'm looking for another steering wheel again. So, but that's not a big deal.
No, not that big of an issue.
What else did we do on there?
Oh, there's the new gauges.
New gauges right in the center. They all light up. I got the lights hooked up to this switch, so they turn on with all the other dash lights. So that's good. I put the door panels back on because we're getting ready to move this thing out for a bit.
Yeah.
And all you know is the broken window. We did locate one. I put the word out on a C-Body forum, and a great guy from Alberta said he has one. It's not in Alberta, it's in Saskatchewan, and it's about 4 hours away from us. So once it warms up, the snow goes away, we're going to make a trip, pull that out. Then he also gave me contact information of a local junkyard there that has, I think, 3 of these cars. Not necessarily this exact year, but similar, either 69 or 70s. So we've got 3 of them, so I'm hoping dash, seats, door panels. That would be nice. So we're still got to deal with that. We haven't pulled it out because it's just going to make a mess.
Yeah.
So my plan is just to cover it with tape for right now. And in a month when the snow disappears, or 2 months when the snow disappears, we'll pull it out, smash it out, gently pull that, and redo all the shit we did.
Yeah.
Then at our local scrapyard, we noticed the one that we got the wire down the steering column. It also had a trunk light. So we pulled that. It had a switch right here. This one never came with it, so I went and just bought a regular door switch off of Amazon. And so, well, battery's not hooked up, but it works perfectly. We're just going to tuck that in there, screw that into there, and then I'll have a working trunk light.
Yeah.
So can actually see what you're doing because it's a huge cavernous trunk. It's ridiculous how big this thing is. Yeah, so yeah, I still got to get rubber molding. That's on the to-do list, but money is slowly killing me, this car. We've had to take the bumper off again because well, we'll show you in a bit. The inside here where the lens, it was totally rusted out, garbage. It couldn't be used. That side was perfect. So Derek will show you. What else did we do? We started looking at what rims to use. So I've gotten 2 matching rims. These are going to be for the back of the car. We just cleaned them up, primed them. They're going to be painted the same color. The front rims, we're going to use those front rims. They're, I think, 1 inch narrower than these ones.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty soon I'll probably order tires for it. Just going to get Cooper Cobras GTs. So
And they're gonna get dog dish hubcaps.
yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, they're not that expensive around here. There's plenty of them around. Whether they'll be Dodge, a blank one, or Plymouth one, I'm not.
I got Dodge on Plymouth, so
Yeah, I'm not picky. So
no.
this is the original.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, we tried to fix it by we had to weld a plate over there, but then we found out this was all rotted, and it's all rotted here. Yeah, so it's and you can't buy that, and we probably could get this from the scrapyard that we're going to be going to in a month or two, but you got to take the bumper off to get this, and I'm not sitting trying to take a bumper off in the middle of a scrapyard off from one of these things that's been sitting there for 50 years. No. So we got this lovely thing. It's seam sealed, so that's all the goop there. But yeah, Derek just welded it up, and it doesn't look maybe prettiest thing, but it actually will be functional, and you don't see it. Oh, I guess I should paint in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that will do the job basically.
Better than the rest of the one that's falling apart.
Yeah, better than yeah. And I'm surprised. I don't know what other cars would have the same one, but
We're finding a lot of things. This is only a 1 year only car.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately, yeah. Especially that ignition key, like that was ridiculous. I spent a week trying to find different on eBay, Amazon, on the internet, and I just found that on eBay. A guy was packaging together with the one key because I didn't want 2 different keys. It's just a pain in the butt. So
Yeah.
I had to pony up money for that. It wasn't cheap. It was a couple $100. So just for that. So yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, the next thing is basically got to button up a few things. There's stuff that I'm not going to do right now because we got another small project we're going to be working on. We're going to probably tomorrow put the tires on this thing. Got to remember to get more tranny fluid.
Oh yeah.
Stick it in there. Push this out for a month or so. And then we're bringing in Derek's Camaro because he's rebuilding a motor for it. So because the motor in that thing is making noises and underpowered, so we got a 350 he's building for it. So he's got the bottom end all done. We just got to pull some stuff off that, like rock bolts and rocker arms.
Yep.
Rocker arms off of that one. So we're gonna pull that out, pull that engine out, pull the parts off we need, bring the new engine here, put it together, throw it in, get it running, and then that's good for the summer.
Yeah.
I think that's all that.
That's all I'm doing
needs.
to it.
Yeah, and then by that time, maybe the snow is going to be gone. Who knows? But or we'll bring this back in for a day or two, work on it, and take it out. Then we got possible 2 other projects we'll be possibly working on.
One will be for sure.
Yeah.
The other one we still gotta get out of the yard.
Yeah. One's the Studebaker.
Yeah.
Studebaker half done. The other one is the twin to Kevin's 52 Ford. I think it's a 51. I think Kevin's a 51. This is a 52. Original flathead, runs, drives, no brakes, no light, no wiring, or not much wiring. But we want to bring in here, just get the. We're not going to do any sort of restoration on it. Nope. We're going to get it running, rewire the thing, do the brakes, do all the mechanicals basically, patch, and I mean patch, like slap a piece of steel over rust and slap some primer on it and it's done. We're not doing any sort of body work or what. Normal body work. We're just going to be slapping panels or patches over the big rust, and that's it.
Yeah.
Ryan wants to tootle around with it, so it's got a 4-speed in it, 4-shift. So we'll just get the mechanicals working the gate, put some simple gauges in it, and get it running, driving. Ryan can buy some new tires for it.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of brake parts. I think he's got all the brake parts already. He's bought for it like last year. So
new rad,
yeah. So there's a bunch of parts he already has. So we're just gonna bring it in here, do the fun shit that we like to do.
Yeah.
Bodywork, it sucks. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do the fun stuff. So that will be probably in a month or two once, but it's in a snowbank right now, so we gotta wait till the snow melts away. So by that time, I'm hoping to get a little bit more done on this, get some new tires on it, get the rims painted, get the rear glass in,
yeah,
and get it ready for a safety pretty much.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get lucky going to this scrapyard in Saskatchewan and get some. I would love to get a dash. That's my number 1.
Yeah.
Seat is number 2. Door panels number 3. So yeah, hopefully we get that. If not, I can deal with seats. I just need a dash. So
yeah. The dash is the big one.
Yeah. But the door locks work.
That's great.
It's lockable. And it closes, so I'm very happy with the progress we've done on it, so we can let it go outside for a little while.
I am going to try to figure out put this thing under a roof. I am going to try.
It's going to sit out.
I know, but
it's going to sit out in the sun and the rain. We just don't have the storage or the garage space available for big boats like this. But started out as a cheap ass car, and now, like a lot of money went into it.
Oh yeah,
a lot of money, a lot of time, but you only live once. So I think we'll end this rambling video off. It's just basically an update. We've done a bunch of little piddly stuff. Oh, and we bolted up the exhaust permanently, so that's done. Yeah, patched some rust in the floor. That's done. So
Just time-consuming stuff.
yeah, and little stuff that
Yeah.
like I was playing with wiring and turn signals for a couple weekends, just trying to trace all the wires, getting everything working, and then finding out at the end that it's a plug in the steering column that's bad. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think we'll leave this as this. So thanks for watching, and we'll get back to some interesting stuff hopefully next time. Like and subscribe, all that, and tell your friends.